Okay, the Gemara starts by asking, my or. What is the meaning of the word or in the Mishnah? Ravuna Amar Negi. Ravuna says that the Mishnah means Negi. Negi means daytime. Rav Yehuda Amar Leili. Rav Yehuda says no. When the Mishnah says or, it refers to Laila, night. Kasalka Daitach. First, the Gemara thought that Mande Amar Negi, that the one that said Negi, meaning Ravuna, Negi Mamash, he meant literally daytime. Mande Amar Leile, and the one that said Leile, he meant literally night. And because of that, the Gemara thinks that there is actually a debate as to the meaning of the word or. And being that that's the case, the Gemara now seeks to bring proofs to try to settle this dispute. In other words, we want to find out, does the word or refer to night, or does the word or refer only to daytime? Meitvei, the Gemara asks the following challenge. The pasuk in Bereshit Mem Dalet says, "Aboker or ve'anashim shulcho." The pasuk describes that when Yosef sent his brothers back to home, it was aboker or the morning, which is or. That's when the men were sent. Alma, we see from this pasuk, or yomemahu, that or and boker seem to be the same thing. Meaning, a boker, which is a noun, the morning, or, which is daytime, that's when the men left. And therefore we have a proof that or, being the same as boker, refers to daytime. The Gemara dismisses this proof. Miksiv, does it say a or boker? Does it say a or, which is boker, which is morning time? No, that's not what it says. It says instead, a boker or, the morning, or, which is or, ksiv, that's what it says. And therefore the word or is not necessarily a noun, but rather could be a verb. Keman de amar, as saying, tzafra nahar, the morning lit up, meaning that the word or here is not a noun, which would make it the same as boker, but rather or refers to the process of the beginning of day, daybreak, when the morning lit up. Okay, Rav Yehuda Amar Rav. Now, what is the purpose of the pasuk telling us that when the morning lit up, the brothers were sent? The Amar Rav Yehuda Amar Rav, because Rav Yehuda Amar Rav taught us the following halacha: Le'olam ikanis adam bechitov. A person should come into his destination while it's still kitov. Kitov refers to the time when there is light, because when light was created, the pasuk describes that something that was good. So you should arrive at your destination when there's still light. Ve'yetze bechitov. And also you should depart only when there is daytime, when there's light outside. So this proof turned to be unsuccessful. We were not able to demonstrate that or and boker are the same thing. Meitvei, therefore the Gemara brings a second proof. Uke or boker is rach shemesh. And like the light, which is the morning, is rach shemesh, the sun will shine. So here we have the words in the right order. Keor apparently is a noun, and boker for sure is a noun. So if we have a noun or followed by boker, which is also a noun, the pasuk seems to be clearly indicating that or and boker refer to the same thing, meaning daytime. Alma, we see from this pasuk, or yomemahu. This pasuk seems to indicate that or is daytime. So the Gemara says this pasuk also is not clear. Miksiv or boker. Does it say or by itself, the word or, which is boker, which is the same thing as morning? No. It says uke or boker. The ke does not only mean like, as a comparison, but ke also means when. Like, for example, the Malachim said ketseiti etayir, when we will leave the city. So uke or boker, it means when the morning lit up. Ksiv, that's what's written in the pasuk. Again, it doesn't say or boker or the word by itself. It says uke or boker ksiv. It's written with the prefix ke, which means when the morning lit up. V'yachi ke'amar, and this is what the pasuk is saying. Uke or boker ba'olam hazeh. The pasuk is teaching us that, like the light which appears in this world, ke'ein zricha shemesh latzadikim leolam haba, which means that the most intense light of this world only compares to the beginning of the light that will shine in the future for the tzaddikim in the olam haba. So again, the second proof was unsuccessful, although we thought that this pasuk would give us the answer because we found the words in the right order, first or and then boker. But this pasuk failed to prove what we wanted to prove because it says uke or boker, and the ke makes it when the pasuk is not just comparing or with boker. The pasuk is rather saying when the morning lit up. Therefore, the Gemara feels the need to bring a third proof, an attempted proof. Meitvei, a question was asked. Vaikra Elohikim laor yom. Now we bring a pasuk from Bereshis Aleph. This pasuk tells us that Hashem called it Yom. Alma, we see from this pasuk that Or Yomemahu. Clearly, the pasuk seems to indicate that Or is the same thing as Yom, because the pasuk says that God called Or, light, the same. They call it by the name of Yom, of day. So apparently, we have proven conclusively that Or and Yom is the same thing. The Gemara dismisses this proof. Achi Amar. This is what the pasuk is saying. La meir uba kerao yom. The word kara in Hebrew, just like in English, has two meanings. One of them is to call it a name, to give it a name. But it could also mean to call it, meaning to summon something. For example, if I call a child Moshe, I give him the name Moshe. But if I call Moshe, I'm not giving him a name, I'm calling Moshe to come, I'm summoning Moshe to come. So the Gemara interprets the pasuk in the following way. When the pasuk says Vaikra Elokim leor Yom, it doesn't mean that Hashem is calling Or by the name of Yom, but rather Lameir Uba Karo Yom, meaning that Hashem is calling, He's summoning Hashem is summoning light to prevail during the daytime. Hashem is assigning light to prevail during the daytime. Not that Hashem is calling Or by the name of Yom, but Hashem is calling Or, summoning Yom to serve during the daytime. And therefore, once again, we don't have a proof that Or and Yom is the same thing, because Kara here does not mean to name something, but rather to summon, to assign light to prevail, to be present during the day.